About 14 years ago, 4 friends and I decided to drive out to Weatherford, Texas to look at some new Hondas at a dealership after they had closed, because we were stupid high school kids and apparently didn't understand the concept of trespassing. The ringleader of our group of friends drove us in his '96 Honda Civic. We took 730 south toward 180. Around 20 minutes into the drive, with no lights, houses or other vehicles in sight, his CD player turned off mid-song. No one touched it and he didn't have controls on his steering wheel. We all thought it was weird, but nothing paranormal. He turned it back on and we completed the drive. After looking at the cars, the dealership was basically off the highway. We left to head back to our hometown. We ended up taking the reverse route back, this time, north up 730. We started joking about the possibility of aliens, and what if that was what caused the CD player to turn off. About 2 minutes later, and around the same spot as before, it happened again. This time it went from music to static. At the same time, again, I am not making this up, a black human-shaped figure materialized out of one of the bushes by the highway and walked into the road in front of our car. I remember the light from our headlights illuminating the space around the figure, but not the figure itself, like it was absorbing the light. There was no shadow that I could see. This was not a guy in a body morph suit. It was like looking at a two-dimensional cartoon of the blackest color you can imagine, and it was reaching its arm out to us. We were going about 55 to 60 miles per hour, and we had to swerve to avoid it. I remember as we passed it that it had no distinguishing features. No face, no fingers, no clothing, no shape, like a nose protrusion or chin, other than a dark void. We all screamed at the top of our lungs. We almost completely went off the road. After our driver regained control, we sped off as fast as his car could go, carrying 5 people. We had to calm him down, so we wouldn't wreck. We were all freaking out, asking each other what the other saw to verify that it wasn't a hallucination. We all saw it, we all had the same experience. When we got back to our town, we were all kind of just in shock and didn't know what to say or how to explain it to anyone or even if we should. There were no reports of any similar encounters on the news, nor were there any reports of a body turning up in the area, or a homeless guy harassing people, or really anything. I had forgotten about that incident for many years until a few months ago when I was hanging out with one of my friends who was there. I asked him if he remembered that night. He does, still no idea what it was.